Please? Pick up my voice? Thank you. Okay, cool. Scared me there for a minute. I thought I just wasn't going to pick up my voice. Okay. There we go. What's that? Okay, perfect. I think everything's working. Good, okay. So we are going to start with obviously doing our dailies. I would like to get... Okay, attempt to get Saber, her relics. I don't know if it's gonna actually happen. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try. So I would really like to use her. I understand that usually you don't get lucky enough to get day 1 builds unless if you pre-farm the relic set. Which I'm usually okay with farming like the materials for them, like the trace materials and things like that, but I hardly ever farm the actual relic set because I don't... It's... Before they gave us like the preview and they actually told us what sets they want, I remember watching this video that this guy spent 4,000 resin on a character. I think it was Farina, now that I think about it. And on a set because they predicted what set she would want based off of her element. And then the set that they farmed was borderline useless. So that was bad.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
So it was interesting. How did the Saber pulse go? Well, Xavier, let me tell you something. They went.
Some value, I suppose.
Yeah, sounds about right. They went. There is a video up on my YouTube channel if you would like to see my full reaction. Because I think watching it again was worth it. I laughed recording it, or yeah, definitely recording it and then editing it. I laughed quite a bit.
Take your positions.
I did. I mean, spoiler. You'll see her as soon as I leave this. So I did get Saber, which luckily that did happen. I did unfortunately lose 50-50 to probably the funniest character to lose 50-50 to, but not a character that I really wanted to lose 50-50 to. And then our special guest also did his summons. That one I'm not going to spoil. So.
Everything in this world.
I love my big damage rabbits. She hits so harsh. She just hits so hard. I love Firefly. That's diabolical. Not even the right set, really. Yeah. So basically what we're trying to do now is we're just trying to farm for her relic set. I would like... Is the game usually this long?
Time to cleanse the filth. Eternal.
Xavier, do you mind telling me, is HSR loud or no? Is HSR's audio volume good? Because usually it's not that loud. But I'm struggling to find a good like note for Chibi.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
I'm not gonna be cringe and tell you to... It's fine. Okay, thank you. I don't know why that... I looked over and the audio level's in the yellow, which is really odd, but if it's fine, That's fine. Let's see about Triby's light cone.
Let the show begin.
Do you have Dance Dance Dance? It's a 4-star light cone gotten by Gotcha.
Let's improvise.
Because that one's her second best in slot outside of obviously her personal one that everyone gets.
All will be swept away by the
If
wind.
you have Dance Dance, you do not. Okay. You have memories of the past.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
It is another 4-star light cone gotten by Gotcha.
Recalibrating.
Let the show begin. Dreams do come true.
Set the seas aflame.
I do have that, but it's on Bronya. Okay. And you only have one copy. I guess it's like superimposed.
Until everything burns to ashes.
Okay.
Let the show begin.
Yeah, only one copy. Okay. Do you have Meshing Cogs? It is a 3-star.
Distance is unity.
Like I'm gotten by, obviously. Gotcha.
Enjoying yourself.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Recalibrating.
Okay. That is her third best in
Everything in
slot.
this world
It is a 3-star, so her innate stats will be slightly lower than if it were a 4-star. But the buff that it will get pretty close. So you might want to try that one. Or actually, before that, let me look at Bronya's light cones, because if Bronya has better light cones than that one, you might be able to get away with. Yeah.
All
So
will
do
be
you
swept
have
away
wait,
by the wind.
past and future?
Let the show begin.
Do you have past and future? You can get it from the like in-game store, like MOC, Pure Fiction, that kind of thing. Do you have that light cone?
recalibrating. Everything in this world is bleeding. Fight.
You do. So that's Bronya's third best in slot. It might be worthwhile to give Triby Dance Dance Dance, and then give Bronya the MOC light cone. But that's kind of up to you, depending on like what the substats, or not the substats, the sub effect of the 3-star light cone is. It might be worthwhile. Obviously, Bronya will get slightly worse, but that might help out Triby a lot.
Burns to ashes.
So that might be something to think about.
Let the show begin.
Be of your body and mind. Existence is unity. Attack detected.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Stay away. Everything in this world is bleeding. Fight to live.
Let the show begin.
Set the seas aflame.
Let's improvise.
Recalibrating.
The problem with there being so many good Harmony characters is that Dance 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 is usually like the default go-to one for every
All
character.
will be swept away by the wind.
So you don't have a history of pulling just a bunch of characters. You probably don't have enough Dance Dance Dances to share.
Dreams do come.
Set the seas aflame.
Because I don't think... Is that... Okay, well, like, that's almost the exact same piece. And I don't know... So this is literally just for Hyacinth. I don't have Hyacinth, so I'm not going to keep that.
Enjoying yourself?
Same old.
Everything in this world is bleeding. Until everything burns to ashes!
Let the show begin!
Stay away. Be a pure body and mind. Existence is unity.
All will be swept away by the wind.
It's always interesting watching the auto do what it does.
Enjoying yourself?
Because it's like, you have no skill points. What are you gonna do about it? Firefly wants to use her skill every time.
Fight to live!
And now Lingsha has 3 stacks instead of 5.
Everything
Now
in
she's
this
gonna have
world
2.
is bleeding.
Now she has 2 stacks.
Recalibrating. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't like using Lingsha's E, probably because the like auto views Lingsha's E more as a healing mechanic rather than building her stacks. Is Lingsha a DPS or what? Are you asking that honestly, or are you joking? Because a lot of people will say yes, she is DPS. So Lingsha is a healer. She is one of the best healers in the game. Because given the proper teams, she could probably dish out damage. Okay, so honestly, okay. So yeah, so Lingsha is a healer. She is probably Hyacinth's out now, so she might be the second best healer in the game. But she was the first for a very long time. The reason why she is so good is because she works really well in break and general teams. So if you put her in a break team, she hits for around 9,000 damage every time she uses her E and her ult. And she has really, really consistent high healing. So it's very hard to actively let your team die with her on the team. So yes, she's just really, really good. And she can do damage. So she's supposed to be a healer, but sometimes she just doesn't listen, and she does a lot of damage. I really need to go through and, like, I wish I could delete these, like, entirely. But I can't. I can't just delete them to remove them. So I would get rid of this one and this one. And just push everything down, but I can't. So she took the TF2 meta crap. That's a pretty good way to describe it. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, we actually got 2 potential pieces. As long as it avoids those 2 stats at the bottom. Of course it did not. If it just rolls crit rate the entire time, which is not gonna happen. Yeah, that was Cope one. That one was not happening. Yeah, so Xavier, do you ask because you saw my Lingsha and you were confused, or are you considering getting her? Because she's a really good pickup. Obviously, depending on the characters you have, she could be better or worse. But generally, she is just a really solid healer. Okay, now we're going to continue doing the actual Faith Lab that we got not very far into earlier. I was just confused. I gotcha. That's fair.
Excuse me. Could you please put their meals on my tab as well? Also, make sure we have a quiet dining experience. No interruptions from the other guests. I'll leave an extra tip for that.
All right, you can rest easy. No one's gonna bother you while you're eating.
Miss Servant, over there? Could you turn down the murderous look? If your hand's always on your sword, I'll have to step in to protect Miss Robin.
I don't think you can. I don't think Robin's summon's going to do anything to help. That's mine's so much stronger. I don't know about Robin Slippin, but Robin and I are friends.
Interrupt you,
I love
yes,
Robin.
But if you're gonna fight, maybe you should eat first. Your Holovian wing burgers are ready.
So, let's eat first?
You two ordered all of... It seems they've all calmed down after
Yep.
eating.
So Saber can eat around 100
Diplomacy
Holovian
is
burgers
the
at
best place
once.
for diplomacy. No problem at all. I love seeing people smile after they're full. But your servant's appetite is truly impressive.
Miss Saber, I don't remember anyone like you in the history of Penacony.
It is a little weird that
I
they don't
don't
have
quite understand
voices.
what you mean.
I'm 66 pulls away from Archer Lycan. Should I get Trivia Lycan? So you're talking to a guy who always gets Lycan, so like obviously I'm gonna be slightly biased. Phanon Lycan. I've heard, I do not know if this is true, so I do not have him, so I cannot experience this. I have heard that Phanon's DPS falls off. He loses a big chunk of his DPS if he doesn't have his personal icon. But I don't know. Do you have Fall of the Aeon, which is a sim universe like him? I would assume so, but maybe not.
Forgive me for asking such a naive question, but
No, but I'm
what
saying for it.
exactly
Okay.
are you heroic
How
spirits?
close are you
Are
to
you
it?
truly the souls of historical figures who
Because
have passed?
here's my thought process. I've heard that Phanon falls off on damage a little bit if you don't have his signature Lycan. However, I do not know if that's like how true that is, and if it is true, how much he falls off. I'm not close at all. Okay. I'm considering Treeby's Lycan more because you don't have very many harmony options, and your best option is a 3-star third best in slot, which is obviously not as good as her personal Lycan. So for the sake of not splitting your harmony Lycans too thin, I would probably go for Triby Lycan. However, you could also argue that if Phanon has his personal Lycan and every enemy's dead, you don't need a harmony character. So that's my thought process. I would probably go with Triby to help with your spreading thin of resources with your harmony Lycans.
Magical energy, noble phantasms. Do these things really exist?
We're literally inside of a dream bubble right now.
In life, I wasn't anyone special, so I'm quite surprised to have been summoned as a heroic spirit. I don't have the sense of security that Miss Saber has, nor have I even retained my true name. I honestly don't know what a servant as weak as I am can do for my master.
Miss Note.
I'm gonna like, my jaw's going to absolutely drop if Note ends up being like this character that we've heard about from Penacony history a few times. Because we have heard. Chat. Is she blue? The bird? The famous. I don't know if she's blue because I think blue is a male, but there's a questline you can do in Penacony where you learn about the famous dream dreamscapes, dreamscapers, I forgot the word for it. They basically helped build the dreamscape. And they ended up turning into birds. The origami birds. That'd be really sick if we get to meet one of them. That would be really cool. But I also don't know if that's possible, because I think Blue was the only one that like actually turned into a bird. The other ones were just trying to help him move on to the afterlife. They what? Play the story. I'm too worried about Finon looking at his DPS with just Bronya alone. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, like I said, I would highly recommend. Why is my microphone peaking so much? Is my microphone okay? I don't know why I don't know why my audio is just bothering me today, I guess. But like I said, I don't have Finon or Truby, so I'm just going off of what I'm told and what I can glean from the internet. I would recommend testing. I know you said that you're not anywhere close to the Fall of the Aeon, so you may not be able to get it before Truby's banner goes away. But try Truby with the 3-star light cone. You don't have to level it up too much, because like that may be a waste of resources. But just see, because I don't. What Lycone are you running on Phanon if you don't have Fall of the Aeon? I'm assuming it's like a Trail of Bygone Blood, or maybe Clara's personal? No, because Trial is through Battle Pass. If you have Battle Pass, you could do that. But that's I'm using Under the Blue Skin. So that's his 4th best in slot. Okay. Okay. Okay.
To him,
You know what?
the
After I
historical
finish this
figures of
character,
Penacony,
like, story,
the
and I'm able to
legendary
interact with my UI again,
just half
I'm
truths.
going to look at
Images created by later
I'm gonna look at
generations,
Phaedon's light code.
like products in a store window. But at this moment, whether it's the otherworldly Miss Saber or the historical Miss Note, I'm certain you both are more real than that. And not just some commercialized product.
Okay.
Master,
So,
thank you for your comforting words. But in my current state, with my true name sealed, and not to mention being an enemy of that Saber, I fear it would be difficult to protect you in front of other opponents, let alone help you achieve your dreams.
okay.
I'm the last
So it might...
head of the
Okay,
old
now that I'm, like, reading
a cord
the, like, the
master
super
from-
intricacies of what
I'm not
Truby's
as
light
agile
cone
as
does...
you think. And as of now,
Because see, the problem
I
is
no
that you don't
longer
have
have a
Dance
wish
Dance
to
Dance. If you
impress
had
the
Dance
Holy
Dance Dance,
Grail.
it would be no question. You can just use that, and that's perfectly fine. Hello, Ketchup. How you doing today? It's good to see you. So I think...
Master, what
Yeah.
exactly are you saying?
Let me read
If I no
Finon's
longer
light
have
cone
the wish
when I
to
can
entrust
get
to the
done with this
Holy
talking.
Grail, why did you accept the command spell, step into the summoning circle, and call me here?
I joined this game held by old Odie with mixed feelings. Because at first, I did have a vague idea in mind.
You're currently using Under the Blue Skin. It's
My brother
Phanon.
summoned a higher power
Oh, what's
to
wrong, Ketchup?
intervene here for
What's
his
going on?
own wishes. Hoping to turn Penacony into a utopia in dormancy. He failed,
Yeah, he's summoned an Aeon.
and now must walk the road of atonement. But the impact of his actions still lingers in the hearts of the people of Penacony.
I finally got my first 3 stars in Pure Fiction.
Big
Big epic. That's always super, super nice.
To make up for my brother's mistakes.
Tomorrow's my first day in the new job. Oh, that's yeah. You'll do fine. You'll do fantastic, Ketchup. You'll do great. I know you will.
I was wrong.
I can understand being nervous though. I was really nervous when I started
Showed me that the Holy
my
Grail
first job.
does possess some sort of
But
power.
you know, you just
Trusting
show up,
my
do the best you can, and then go
unclear
home.
wish to an unknown entity
No one can ask any
would
more of
lead
you.
us down a very dangerous path. Regardless of my intentions, my wish is still selfish. It's no different from my brother's wish. I'm sorry, Miss Note. But the people of Penacony are not so weak that they need Enna's dream to save them.
Right.
I shouldn't ask the Holy Grail for anything. What concerns me more is... what exactly does old Odie want to use the Holy Grail for?
I want to work there. Yeah, like I said, I think you'll be totally fine. Like you're personable, you're nice. You will not get fired, Ketchup. There's no reason to think that you won't get fired.
No. We must unite everyone. Temporarily setting aside any fighting.
My first team was the Herda, Puppet, Bronya, Pella, and my second was Castress, Harmony, Trailblazer, Bailu, Gepard. That's an interesting Castress team.
From what I know of old Odie, he won't stop this game no matter what.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off. You have no healers in your first team, and you have 2 sustains in your second team.
So I want to form
That's what's
with
throwing
as
me
many
off.
participants as possible. Until we clearly understand the true nature of this Holy Grail war and the power of the Grail, we shouldn't make any wishes too hastily.
You're a worthy
My
successor
second team,
of the
I
Oak
just
family,
said-
Master.
That's fair.
But
your
think
first-
plan for alliance
yeah, your
is
first team not having
realistic. Each participant and
sustain.
their servant have their own desires.
So, I mean, I do understand that, Ketchup.
And until the final
I
win
used
is
to work
decided, no one can
customer
guarantee that your
service.
trusted friend
Um,
and Saber won't turn their
and
backs on us.
really the only thing you can do is, so actually here's a really good thing you can do.
But for now,
Mention
I'll
you're
follow
new.
your lead. However, if the
Mention that you're
situation
new.
changes
A lot of
and
people
find
will
alliance
soften
with
up
other servants,
if they know that you're new and that and they can see that you're trying. So just be polite. Just have manners, which I know you do, and then let them know that this is your first day and you're trying, and you'll take care of them the best that you can, and then they'll be fine. You will get a few stinkers that just want to make your life harder, but like there's nothing you can really do about those guys. But just do your best. That's really all you can ask for is just do your best.
I got one too.
It's weird that Boot Hill's texting us, because in Boot Hill's POV we texted what? This is not Boot Hill. Yeah, this is not Boot Hill.
Is this a text?
Yeah, this isn't him at all.
Aside, Boot Hill isn't exactly good
Oh,
at
never mind, that was
text,
Fail Team. Okay.
let alone this kind of formal letter format.
See? Peace is just the interlude in a war.
No, he's a seasoned warrior. There's no way he's out this early. But someone must have gotten there. Yeah, I was thinking the same. If we rush over now, there's still a chance to...
I like diving right into a trap.
I believe he'll make it out safely too. Either way, this is a good opportunity.
My first
to
team
ally
was
with him
Phanon,
and stop
Bailu,
him.
Bronya, Clara. Clara being there is interesting. And my second was Caster's Pella, the her. What? Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting second team. You got going out there. I'm sure everything dies. That's a very interesting second team. It worked though. I bet it did.
Aren't we supposed to meet up here?
That's interesting.
Something's off. Maybe someone got the jump on him. Took him and his servant out before we got here.
Or maybe our old friend is concerned about an IPC employee showing up. So they're lurking in the shadow. All past enemies can still become present-day allies. Am I right, cowboy?
Even with the IPC, he should at least trust me after we went through so much together. Hey, come on out. Let's chat about joining forces as a team. You ain't gonna get hurt.
So Xavier, there's a trend with your second team of not having a sustain, whether it be Capard or a healer.
Oh, they aren't coming.
Especially on a team with Castrus that
I went
saps
through
your
a lot of
HP.
possibilities in my head before we got here. But I never expected to face them.
A shirtbag pulled off a scam on a Galaxy Ranger. Listen up, fork and shirtbags! Ain't no matter who you are and what you want to do. I've got you surrounded.
That's a trend.
Pop out now.
No, so that's
Don't
a
say I didn't warn you when you
sorry,
stubbed
Xavier,
your
that's a
toe on the way
saying.
to the underworld.
So there's a trend with you and your second teams that you don't have a sustain or a healer. Because that's the second time that you've told me
He's gonna kill us
about
if
your
we don't
second
give
team,
ourselves
and
up.
neither of them have
He's every
sustain.
inch a serious criminal with a huge bounty on his head. I'm positively shaking in my boots with how he talks. Huh? Wait, isn't that Mr. Aventurine of the 10 Stonehearts? Why is a criminal wanted by the IPC walking around with an IPC exec? Sir, if that blasted cowboy's got you kidnapped at gunpoint, just give me a blink. Or an IPC executive secretly in cahoots with a cosmic fugitive.
Oh, your servant is Mr. Rekka.
Sustain isn't needed if you kill everything fast enough.
Wait, now that I'm
That
thinking
phrase
about
works
this,
wonders until you get an MOC. Then that doesn't work
You know
anymore.
him? The guy in the
But for most of the
IPC
content in the
uniform
game,
next to Rekka?
that'll be fine.
There are more IPC employees who know my face than there are grains of sand in Sigonia's desert. You think I can remember them?
Oh, wretched brat.
Based.
You think I'm scared of you just because you're a Stoneheart? The Strategic Investment Department's reach may be long, but it will never reach my neck of the woods. After I win the Holy Grail, I will make everyone do as I say. I'll make you all kneel before me and beg for mercy, then have you bark like dogs, oink like pigs.
So old Odie even sent invitations to your department?
Crazy.
But I thought
I
you
love
folks
Scott.
barely
I love
stationed anyone at Pentagon.
making fun of Scott.
Unless your name is...
Huh? Oh.
Never mind. There's no way I'd ever remember the name of some nobody.
Oof.
Ha!
That's
you
crazy.
high and mighty executives have never treated us basic workers as people. You would send me to a primitive post like the Cienjo with one word and switch me over to Penacony with the next. I thought Penacony might be but all I've done every day is talk business to a bunch of papashi. It's making my neck crank even worse.
Poor Scott.
But
I love
hey,
Scott.
all of that'll soon be a thing of the past. Aventurine? Ha! I'll replace you and become the new Stoneheart of that name. Assassin, use your noble phantasm to bring me...
Huh? Do I finally get to see this shrimp servant in action? Archer, get ready for a fight.
Oh yeah, Brutal's ecstatic.
The filming has begun, actors. Take your positions. Let the camera roll. Let the film spin. And let us return to the silent horror picture show. Ready? Action!
Uh-oh. I wonder if we're gonna get Roka's abilities fleshed out further. I would be really happy with that. I'm still farming for my husband. He's mad at me because I can't get him better relics. Unfortunately, relics are almost entirely RNG, so it's just kind of the name of the game. Is Euphoria's peak? Euphoria's has some pacing issues at the beginning. So it is it peak? Not immediately, no. But once you get to where I am, which is, you know, once you get caught up, the closer you get to being caught up, the better the pacing gets. So yeah. Initially, it might seem like, and that's being honest. Initially, it might seem like a slog to get through it, but once you get there, it gets really good after that. And then in my opinion, it stays really good after that. But they're also, like, Euphoria's is also, like, the biggest story I think they've tried to tackle in HSR, so it takes a lot of setup to, like, actually do what they're trying to do. Interesting. Their voices are gone. If there's no sound, then how'd you know what I just said? Look, there are subtitles. Oh, I love that. I wonder what that's referencing. HSR is such a good game.
I've always wanted to see you people like this. A bunch of idiots subjected to my every whim.
It's awkward. What's awkward? The event? Yeah, I like the story too. The story's really good.
And why have you been reduced to this, may you ask? Because now
No voices.
I am the protagonist.
Well, right now, in this very specific context, it actually makes sense.
I can't wait.
Outside of that, it is a little weird, but it'll be fixed eventually. That I've heard. I've heard that it'll be fixed eventually, but there's not much that we can really do about it right now. Well, I guess I think if you really want to have voices, you can change the language from English. I think, like, JP has voice acting in some characters. I think. So, like, I understand that you may not be able to understand their voices, but they will have voices. There we go. You shouldn't have said that. I've heard that Saber... So yes, from my understanding, Saber and Archer are going to only be in JP. Which, in my opinion, is fine. They're getting their voices next update, I believe, which is a little weird because a lot of people have already done the quest to have their voices done. So, I don't know. Maybe like there's a second part of the quest that's coming out later. And then that's when we get so I don't know, but yes, their voices are only going to be in JP. I like Saber, but I'm out of pulls now. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. That's just Penacony being Penacony. Yeah, I really like Saber. I'm really excited to be able to actually build her. Uh, once we get this quest done, because I don't know if all the quest is out now. I think it is, but I don't know for certain until we actually do it. Uh, when we get that done, I would like to do a stream where I just spend all of my energy building Saber, and that be because like relics are completely random. So I'm hoping to get a few good pieces out of that. I'm guaranteed, so I'm safe. So, Ketchup, I don't know if you're considering Saber. Saber and Archer's banners are separate from Premium Banner. So Guarantee does not carry over from Saber's banner, if that's something you're considering. So just keep that in mind. I think I'm happy with just Archer. Archer's really, really good. Unfortunately, you do kind of want to have Sparkle, or his damage gets cut a little bit, but he's still really, really solid. No, I lost 50-50 on ET fine on. Yeah, you told me that earlier. But I'm saying, like, if you decide to go for Saber, you don't have Guarantee because their pities counted differently. If that makes any sense. And if you lose pity on Saber, you don't have Guarantee for the regular premium characters, if that makes any sense. Bionic voice impressions is crazy. It feels like how you expect you to have every character at this point. Well, I mean, like, as a business, they'd love it if you have every character. Uh, but so I can understand that feeling starting out, because obviously when I started it was day one, and the only thing we really cared about was beating the story, because we didn't have Memory of Chaos, we didn't have Pure Fiction, we didn't have those things. MOC existed, but you had to get to a certain point to unlock it, so you really only cared about the story. Um, so for people that have started playing the game relatively recently, they have a lot of things to think about, like, do you want follow-up? Do you want AoE? Do you want single target? Do you want blah blah blah? Do you want characters that are going to do well in Pure Fiction, or MOC, or APOC, or do you want to be able to do Sim really well, or do you want a bit? So I can understand that. Um, Luckily, Xavier, you have the Herda and Phanon, who the Herda does well in almost every endgame content. Um, Actually, she does well in every endgame content. She just has a little bit of a tricky situation with APOC sometimes. Um, so you can just abuse the Herda, and you'll be able to do most of that fine. Uh, but yeah. So, but HSR does not have any 4 stars. Well, they don't add new 4 stars very frequently, so you do have to get 5 stars to supplement like supports and sustains and things like that. Um, so that's the caveat. Phanon is gone in 10 days. I believe. You can try it if you wish. I mean, I don't know what his Ichu does, but if it's good. You can probably do... You can probably try. I mean, and then if you decide to get a character later, you'll have pity for it. Saber, you betcha, Percy. How you doing today? I have heard of Phenon, Tribby, and Castret. You have? I see. Yeah, those are all really solid characters to have at E1. I mean, those are solid characters to have, period. And then let alone the E1. Yes, it's very good.
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing shouldn't waste the audience's time with your lines.
Crashing out. What's going on, Percy? Did you not get Saber?
Action!
Question mark? Do I actually get to fight with Saber? No. Scott. Please. Please just give me Saber. Let me play a Saber, please. You ran into another pair of familiar enemies. Right. My roommate has their friends over and they're like, oh, gotcha. Yeah. I can understand that. Want to know what's rougher than losing 50-50? What? That's very hard to top, but yes, what is it? Yeah. How I end up with frown lines crazy. Not getting a 5-star you want in time, and that's fair. Yes, that's definitely worse. I saw your subtitles. I'll find a way to get you out as a crazy line. I love this. Just Girl Harmony, so she may be good. She may be. She may be. Ten humiliating secrets. Every Harmony character in the game is broken. So I understand that thought process. However, assuming that a character is going to be good because of the path they follow is not very good. Because you could pre-farm for them, they come out, and then you realize, well crap, they either don't work with the characters I have, or they're not that good. So do I expect them to be strong? I mean, yeah. All the characters released in N4 have been pretty solid. But expecting them to be broken, slight problem. I can relate to it because it happened on my week of first banner, and after the banner I still lost by 50-50. That is really unfortunate. Well, isn't Malwika back? Have you tried to get her again, or do you have her now? Chibi, Sparkle, Robin, Sunday. Yes. Broken. I'm still trying to get her. I got you. Right. We'll catch up. Yes. Those four are very, very good. Yes. But that's not going to guarantee that everyone after that is also going to be as good. Let me dream. Well, I'm not trying to, like, rain on your parade, but I also don't want to see you, like, farm for months. And this is just an example. Like, you're farming for months for a character that you expect to be broken because the other characters in that path are really good, and then they come out and it's like, okay, you're, like, really subpar. And then you spent all that time when you could have been farming for characters like Phanon, or a different healer, or a different sustain. And now all those mats are wasted. Because HSR is very much just a resource game. Where do you allocate your resources into what unit? That's basically the name of this game. So I'm not trying to like ruin your enthusiasm or anything, but you know, just be a little careful. Why does it feel like the puppet hurt? My puppet hurt? Yeah, that shouldn't feel that way. I don't know what your build is. I mean, if your mini herd is doing a lot of damage, that's always a good thing. But the Herda should be doing everything all the time. You have a bright future ahead. Pretty fierce.
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit?
Right. I want to Fushlan. Yeah, I'm so ticked that I lost my pity to a certain character. I would have been fine if I lost it to Blade because I don't have him yet and he's really solid now. But no, I got the other one. My puppet herd is killing before the Herda or anyone gets to do a thing. Why is your puppet so fast? I mean, if it's working, that's good, but why is it so fast? That's what? I mean, and I'm sure Adventure needs preservation. You could probably just tank the explosion. And there's nothing I can do. I can't like interact with anything. Can I? Can't go in here. Nope. Okay, so I guess I just have to talk to him. There's nothing I can do about it. Archer's wild. She only has 125? Then how is she going first? Wait a minute. If she's going first, that means your herd is slow. Xavier, what is going on? At least consider cutting off. Don't cut off my leg. And she only has... People don't like the Fate event? What are people saying about the Fate event, Ketchup? Don't give me that look, I was kidding. Nah, I'm gonna cut your leg off. What class are you, Bomber? Yep, there we go. I see the problem. The herd only... Yeah, I was about to say. That's... Like... What are her boots? What are her main stats for boots? Attack. So that should probably be speech. Story is bad and disappointing. I'm quite fine with it. I'm having fun with it. Reuse map and I mean, yeah, it's reusing the map. We're in Penacony. Like, I can understand they're reusing like everything, but like, we're in Penacony. Maybe they expected to go to a Fate place? I guess. Maybe. Which, I guess that would have been cool. But me not have watching Fate, I don't know where we would have been going, or where, or like a specific POI from Fate that they want. You will see. Okay. Okay. And compared to the series, the story is not impactful at all. Well, I mean, to be fair, they can't have it be impactful because it's gone. Like, this is a limited time quest. I don't think it's permanent in the game. So, like, once this is gone, it's gone. So they can't have it be everlasting because then that means anyone starting the game after Fate will just have this happen and have no idea why. So, like, that kind of makes sense to me. And then the mute part. This is actually really funny because they actually talked about the mute part in the game without actively talking about the mute part.
Did I, the protagonist, ever give you permission to run? As the star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all apart limb by limb.
But they do have non-limited rewards. Well, if they do, then one, that's good, and two, if it becomes a main story quest, then that's good.
These two poison saws can cut 3 times the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts in one go. With my concealed sword chainsaw reversal, you won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I'm not done with this. So maybe when I get to the end of it, like, it'll make more sense. But right now,
We've entered the storm.
right now I'm enjoying it.
Crush them.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
She's hitting so hard, she does not have her optimal set. And people are mad that there is only one scene with Archer. It's probably something that I'll figure out when I get there. But right now, I'm like, there hasn't been a single like scene, I guess. that 6 cutscene ones go right to her is awesome. Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe the story just gets really bad later, but, and I'm relatively new into it, I haven't gone very far, so maybe. We'll say that Archer is free, so he's not important in the story. That's inaccurate. Like, just because you're free does not mean you're not important. Like, Herta, the mini Herta, is a free character, and she gives us div and sim. So, that's not, just because they're free does not mean that they're not important to the story. Not only that, Reishi was actually free. And no. They say that Hoyo made him not. Okay, that makes more sense. They don't want to make him important because he can't sell. I mean, yeah, that's the point. Like, that's what they say. I mean, I can see that being true. I mean, if you look at the launcher, Archer is behind Saber because that's the banner. Like, Saber is the banner. They want to sell because they're a company. They want to make money, and they're a gacha company, so they want to make a lot of money. So yeah, they're making the center be around Saber because Saber is the one that they could sell. So I can understand people that really like Archer and they're just kind of like, well, he's here, I guess, and he hasn't been able to do anything. So I can understand frustration with that, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, from a company standpoint, all their marketing has been more geared towards Saber because she's the one that they can sell. What do you have? Muted? Well, right now they're supposed to be muted. Like, they talk about it at the beginning. It's like, oh, we lost our voices. We cannot physically speak. But for some reason we can see... So these characters can see this. This is how they're communicating. They can actively see the subtitles. Which I understand. It is kind of unfortunate that they're muted, but Hoyo took an unfortunate situation and turned it into something goofy and something explained in story. So, you know, they at least attempted to make like a laugh, give us a laugh out of it, which is better than just kind of being like, yep, here's our collab. No voices. they wanted to make it funny, but it's weird for me, and that's fair. I gave my Baronia past and future, and surprisingly it feels she's a lot better as a support. Interesting. Well, that is, I mean, that is her third best in slot. Obviously, her first one is, well, her first one's a Grounded Descent, but we're not going to give that to Bronya. So her other first best in slot is her personal icon, then it's Sparkles. So Past and Future is her third non-5-star best option. Or her first non-5-star best option, her third best option in total. But Archer and Saber are really fun characters. I've never seen Fate, and I'm having a blast with these guys. I'm happy that they're here. Gameplay, I mean? Oh, yeah. Like, I'm probably gonna attempt to watch Fate, because, like, this is really interesting, so I want to give Fate a shot. I might attempt to watch Fate sometime next week. It's just figuring out where the heck to start. But yeah. So now you can probably give Chibi Dance Dance Dance, correct, Xavier? And then that opens up Chibi Lycone, and you can go for Phanon Lycone instead. Well, that was weird. It like juddered in the color. Yeah, it's juddering in the color. So, and these doors are not open. Like, we can't open them at all. Yeah. Smart. Very smart. Ah, the flashing hurts. Right, ketchup, yeah. Hmm. Interesting. You can actually hear Robin's ult. Yeah, that's cool. You're officially out of fuel. That's mega unfortunate. Yeah, I was really... Because I obviously really wanted to play HSI yesterday after stream, but I didn't want to do anything that I could have done on stream. And unlike Wuthering Waves, there's no way to farm relics outside of using energy in HSR, which I think would be a great addition. I would have had Saber built by now, because I would just farm her the entire day yesterday. But it's kind of unfortunate. You can't do much without fuel. But I don't know how HSR would implement that mechanic, because it's not an open world. Outside of just making the domains non-energy requirements, but that might open a can of worms that no one's ready for. Yeah. No, we gotta go help out Robin. What? Robin actually summoned a Berserker. Yeah, she can do her. She can pull her own weight. Watched a free concert. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if her name's gonna be like, if it's gonna be important. I mean, it is because they're making it. This is like the 4th time they mentioned that the fact that they can't say her name, and she seems to be pretty strong. Yeah, we love percent chances. We love percent chances. Hmm. Okay.
Greedy. Is this what you meant by giving me more power?
Interesting. Yeah, if I had Sparkle, I would probably build Archer. Um, because like Archer's really, 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 really strong. But unfortunately, I don't have Sparkle, so I can't do that. Yeah, and it is really cool that I just gave out Archer for free, because he's supposed to be like tier 0. That's how strong he is, and everyone gets him for free, which is really, really nice of them.
Private disagreements? You ruined my life!
Nah.
You made me bark and oink and face a demotion, moving from one puny post to another in the cosmos, in despair and misery.
He is a tall guy.
This is what you call
Right.
private
Free unit, free. Very nice.
You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer. The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Scot, 2 Scots, 3 Scots. My scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there.
That TV looks devious. What is that art?
For I am everywhere. In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back. Now
He's gonna get folded so fast. Okay, he's the Dream Troop. That makes more sense. I was like, if it's just one dude. Yeah, them taking my energy is gonna be a huge problem for Saber, though. Saber thrives off having energy. Yeah, the problem is I just can't get energy, and this team thrives on energy, so... Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to, unfortunately, Unfortunately, gonna have to pull out the Herda already, which is sad. But, like, it just wouldn't give, like, I can't do anything if I don't have my energy for this team. Saber thrives off energy. And skills, so. Unfortunate. Where are you? There you are. The problem to every solution is that, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know where Saber falls on, like, the power rankings, but the power difference between, yeah, the solution to every problem is the Herda. That's a,
Nothing but a boy.
but yeah, I mean, like, wow, look at all the damage. Well, Chad, I think we win. Like, that, it's... You're so strong! You're so strong!
May the Faust be of your body and mind. I don't have time for games.
Dot?
Open sesame.
I love Dot. Dot's my favorite. Yeah, whatever.
Curiosity.
Alright, G.
Nothing but a boy.
Yeah? What about Dot Ketchup?
We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again and again. If those dead weights weren't dragging me down, I'd have won ages ago. The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you.
What's going on?
Brady, do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly. Move the stage props. Give me more power. Let me crush them all.
Hey, don't insult my little ray of sunshine. I love the voice options.
With my command spell.
I think my teams are coming together. Good. Ever since Chibi, it's been really successful. Oh yeah, having a good support really pulls the team together. I mean, obviously the DPS is what makes the team, but the support pulls the team together. Dang. Should I start Infurious now? I'm very curious. I'd go for it. If you want to start it, absolutely. It is true. We own the rights to Clocky. Interesting. So maybe, Chad, is it even worth going back to the Saber team, or should I just stay as the Herda? Like, I'll try it one more time. And to be fair to Saber, one that those enemies were just a terrible, terrible matchup. They take all of your energy, and that's where a lot of her stuff is. I'll give it one more shot. Let's see if it works. And she does not have her optimal set. She's using just kind of the set that was thrown on her. Leftovers from the Herda build. Keep Herda. I think Xavier wants to see my Herda. Right, get each other. This guy's quite the start. Yep. Why is the soda monkey so short? I don't know anything about Fate. Is Saber stronger than Archer? Or does it depend on the summoner? I don't know. That's awesome. We took their buff. So does Donkey or Trailblazer? So Donkey, from my understanding, I don't know if they've gone back and changed it, but when I did it, Donkey does not have a voice throughout all of Glorious, which is unfortunate. But again, there's not much that I can like. We can't do anything about it. So, Donkey doesn't have a voice. I think Trailblazer does, but he doesn't talk often. I mean, like he's a Trailblazer, he doesn't talk often. So I can't remember if he does or not, because, like I said, he doesn't talk very often. Well, this is natural. I also got the walking animation to line up side by side, so that was really weird. I just noticed I officially have a full Inforious team, not one I never use, but still Phanon, the Herda, Tribby, Castrus. Yeah, that may be one too many DPS. Interesting. We summon the Aeon of Harmony would be sick. Are there no functioning adults around here? No. Well, Robin, actually. Yeah, I'd say Robin is. Chat. I want to see Archer talk to the Herda. I want to see the interaction happen. That would be so funny. Fine. I'm not letting Archer stay around to, Robin. It's funny. I would attempt, because I don't... Is there any other character in the game that gives skill points? Like, Sparkle? I don't think so. Yeah. It is really just Sparkle. I think just Sparkle. I think, yeah. So, Ketchup, you're eating good. You have Sparkle. You have a very good Sparkle.
Evil spirit, why do you despise human soul? Is there not... If I back down now, I'd be the same as all the other Scots. So, if you want to hurt Miss Robin, you'll have to walk over my dead body, Ribbit.
God of Justice? I did not know he had that part. The nightmare is terrifying.
You've arrived just in time. Help me. It doesn't matter if you want to punish me later or demand an explanation. As long as Miss Robin...
Okay. Bro, we get to play as Hanu. This is sick. This isn't a curse. Hanu's based. Where's my rocket launcher bit? Yep. What do you mean I'm not all that helpful?
Ribbit?
It was the worst mental trauma he suffered since the Holy Grail. Poor Archer. Ruby's follow-up attack is insane. Oh yeah. Oh yes, without a doubt. Truby does not mess around. At all, period. Bro, they even have the music. I love Hanu. Like, that was such a fun little thing to walk around and experience. Like, I love the music when you're Hanu. I like that. This is a good response. What is that? What did that do? It's one of those things where I'm sure if I watch Fate, I'd know what that is, but I did not know he could do that. Whatever that is, I have no idea. I guess it just repairs it or returns it? Sending my greetings to all the other little fudge pies.
Ribbit, here comes a hero of justice! Greedy split my consciousness into countless fragments in the previous battle. I'm honestly as shocked as you are. Who'd have thought there's justice in that man called Scott?
Right?
And yet, my chest burns with righteous fire.
I might as well believe I'm a general of the Lafu.
Then, I thought, what if this is all part of Scott's plan? What if the evil side of him is lying in wait within me? I want to go with you to save the other Miss Robbins. And I also need someone to kill me if Scott...
Robin has a ranger aspect? He can always chuck him at his servant as a projectile. I don't know. I guess, can servants hurt their masters? Because if the servant can't directly hurt their master, can't we just run up and hold him, pick him up, and then run at them?
To honor the trust placed in me, I will never bend to evil, Ribbit.
Ironic how Fanon and Trevi are the first encounters of Emporius, and the fact that I have both of them. Right?
Ribbit, I'll prove my justice with my actions, Ribbit.
Yeah, I'm excited that you're starting Emporius. I'm really excited. I can't. What the heck? I want to explore like there's clocks, but there's not. Yeah, Clock, you would never say that.
I can't keep going with all of you. Tell Rakshmi, the night we broke up, there's no such thing as a Scott of Justice. That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit?
I did not trust Scott for a second. When do I get Remembrance Trailblazer? At the end of the 3.0 story, I believe. It's either at the end of the 3.0 story or at the start of the 3.1 story. So, you've got a bit.
What about my butt?
This quest is so weird. I'm going to guess 3.0 story is just part 1. I don't know how you would break it up into parts, so I don't know how to answer that. How's your powers range so ridiculously broad? It's so cool being able to use Clockwork again. That's awesome. I'm not giving up. There's no shot I can't do it. That's crazy. I'm using Clockwork this whole time. Between the first boss, it's been so long. I think you get... I think you get Trailblazer before you fight the first, like, major boss. Because it takes... You learn about the major boss in 3.0. I don't think you fight him until 3.1? I think 3.1? It's really hard to know when things start and stop for, like, the story. Or, like, when the update stuff. I've been using Clockwork this whole time. Yeah. Interesting. So I guess Trace On is like his...
Dangerous thoughts.
I don't know. This is interesting.
Resonate all together. Night. Stars echo. Lend me your strength.
So I'm gonna have to do some speed tuning.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some speed tuning for Saber. Because I need... Yeah, 391,000 is pretty good. What is all type resistance pen though? What are you fighting? I'm assuming it's from an enemy, that's why you're asking.
Lend me your strength.
Does all type resistance penetration? It
To guard and
resists.
defend.
It basically means that it's going to resist the element that it has been given. So like, if you fight Svarog with wind, no, it's from Trivi. Oh, so it nullifies some of their defense. That's good. So it just some of the damage will go through their defense. It's penetration.
This battle is unavoidable.
If that makes any sense at all.
May song bring us victory. Lend me your strength.
Yep. Monoburst. I got an achievement, chat. Oh, in that case, I'm dead. Sunday will absolutely kill me dead. Interesting. Saber immediately ready to throw hands. It's like, oh, you're not a part of the friends anymore. I'm going to cut you down. Like, without hesitation. Interesting. Okay. So I can kind of understand what they're talking, what Ketchup mentioned earlier. This story is a little less about fate and more about the summon of Robin and Roka. So I can see why people say that now. I do understand that. I don't know if I said this before, but as far as I've heard, there's a lot of death that... Okay. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that, because I think it's best if you just play the story and experience it. But, yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I think you will enjoy the story. I think you will. He's immediately sucking up to adventuring. Progress bar is progressing rapidly. Everyone, please stop acting. This event's fun. It is. It has its little charm. Interesting. Maybe it's one of those things where his movies aren't bad. It's just, since he's been gone, the quality of movies has gone up so much that they perceive them as bad. Oh no, not these things. There's no shot they're gonna make me fight Adventuring again. Please don't make me fight. I don't want to do that again. I have to fight Adventure, bro. I think Saber. Actually, no, Saber Team probably.
As my servant, you'll come with me, right?
He has a voice.
Oh, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win?
And Joker's? Not Joker. Yeah. Archer seems to be relatively fine with it.
So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes...
Interesting. Well then, sorry everyone, I surrender, I give up. That's... bro. Perhaps we should all surrender as well? No. What did I expect with my awful self? I guess Arch just always ends up on the wrong side of the field then? Brother. I'm gonna have to fight Adventuring, aren't I? Yep, god dang it. I don't think Bronya, actually, I think Saber's the only one that can clear his dice check. So this is gonna be really interesting.
Harmony and unison. Tonight, stars echo.
Maybe it will be easier. I don't know why he took that. I mean, I'm so used to fighting Adventuring in MOC, I'm like, he has so much HP, this is gonna be really difficult, and now... What's wrong with Adventuring? He's actually pretty easy. Oh, Xavier, you have no idea. When Adventuring came out, he was not easy. It took people a bit to get through it. It was something. Yep. And the reason why I'm not particularly like and now Adventure intuitively fine. The problem with my team right now is that Saber's the only one with the AoE. So when he does the dice, Saber's the only one that can clear it, which means every other character. It was that. Oh yeah, it was that bad. There were people stuck on Adventuring for literal months, and they couldn't progress the story. And I think that was also before they added the story mode, where if you lose to a boss enough, they will make the boss actively weaker for you to clear it easier to progress the story and continue with what's going on. So yeah, it was pretty bad. It got really bad. But specifically in this instance, because I don't have more than one character with an AoE, most of my team is going to be imprisoned and not be able to actually play the game. Like, see, right here, like, Bronya is not going to be able to hit a 7, no matter what I do, so. But Saber can. But she's the only one that can. So everyone else is going to get annihilated here. It's going to hurt a lot. So, yeah, Saber's the only one that lives, so everyone else is going to take a lot of damage here. Yep. Fortunately for me, Saber's really burst.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
These devils. I'll crush them all.
Lend me your strength.
Yeah, so yeah, Saber, when Adventuring came out, it was not a walk in the park. But it was also before we got a lot of really, really good characters. Like, obviously I don't know if Acheron was available yet or not. So Acheron might not have been available. But, like, we just didn't have... Like, obviously, if you were to go back to fight Adventuring now, like, Saber is a lot stronger than the characters that we had back then. And, like, Acheron, if she was out, then she would have been a good pick. But yeah, like, characters like the Herda and Mighty Fight On just didn't exist. So... I'm trying to remember, what was the character? I don't think Firefly was available yet either.
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this!
Not big deal. Okay, okay, good.
Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of
Adventuring's
horror
really
films,
smart.
the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr.
I reserve judgment on your film taste.
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the arc. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released Memory Zone memes into the theater at intermission. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources.
That's why he cares about the movies.
Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you love.
Yeah, and they have voices again.
You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said...
Was Mighty the first and Furious
I
character?
concede.
No. I believe that was Chibi.
Can't create true art. I've come to terms with that.
No, that was a Goliath. It was Goliath. It was Goliath was the first one. I don't know why I completely forgot about her. It was a Goliath.
Tell us old Odie's plan. If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a holy grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers.
Yeah, Mighty was...
And you, my fan. This little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple.
The fourth
You'll
one?
bring in higher ratings for this
I think
show.
the fourth one. Because he came out after Castro's. He was the third one. And then, yeah, so I think Yeah, Mighty was the fourth one. I forgot Aglaia. Aglaia is still really strong. A lot of people just don't talk about her much outside of story, so it like blew over my head for a second.
There's nowhere in Panacony more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boot.
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudger's fan.
That's okay, Xavier. I've been butchering my words all day.
Instead of calling me Master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address.
See, Red Guy? Those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Node is now.
Time to gang up on the old man. The princess rescue mission. I forgot how unhinged the Penacony options were.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr.
Whoa, yeah!
No Scott was irreversibly harmed in the Holy Grail lore, especially not in the Dream is crazy.
Now, that's more like
Bro was having the time. Boothill was ecstatic. Chat, we might have to fight this with the herd. Oh, it includes Saber? Okay, I'm actually gonna go with their Saber. I think theirs is probably gonna be better than mine. So we'll find out.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves.
I had to give Trivy my Castro set.
Need to know.
I didn't know they used the same set. Interesting.
You are the servant of that galaxy, Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minion. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy... I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose?
Interesting. I guess another problem with the voice, with people not being voiced, is that I'm spending more time reading what they're doing, which means I'm talking less, which ultimately leads to a less entertaining stream, because I'm just not as engaging. But I also can't just skip it and not read it, because then I'm not going to know what's going on, and people ask me questions about it, which is pretty common. I'm not going to be able to answer. And apparently the enemies don't like me using tribute. Oh no, they won't. They'll hate you using tribute. Tribute's so good in Infurious.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you had Miss Note. Well, it's time for you to show.
That's crazy. So yeah, Notes. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight Miss Note.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember.
Now I've seen the other two, so you've seen Tree and a Trinon.
Every dance you danced, you were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers.
There's no rush, my old friend.
Yeah, I have.
Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all, and the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant. And now you expect...
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You have the talent to bring. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Also, Chibi's multiple basic attack. And yeah, Chibi's very, very good. Especially within Forius when you get to the war armor. It's, yeah. So that's interesting. We are just straight up going to fight old Odie. I wonder why old Odie is seeming so antagonistic. Because he's... I just never took him as an antagonistic kind of character.
Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
His note!
Wait. Something's off.
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, but I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous and I must insist that every one of you take a breath. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and...
No.
Let the curtain fall! Canon can present!
What? Hey, we made it. We grabbed Saber. we're fine. What? Why are we here? Why am I in Britain?
Oh, Artorias! Here to draw the sword,
What?
I knew it! That Mage Merlin
So this is actually England. This is crazy.
Whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even in that being said, a little fellow like you...
I need a better healer. Bailey was not doing her job well. Yeah, you're gonna struggle a little bit with Bailu leading into Infurious. Unfortunately. Luckily, you have Gallagher, so, like, he's always an option. So we're getting like character lore. This is probably stuff that you get to see in an anime. Well, in the anime. Which one, I don't know. find you a trampler. I don't know who Ector is. I would probably know who that is if I watched Fate, but we'll find out now. Yeah, Mighty. That's basically Mighty's motto. He's just really, really cool. Unfortunate. Ooh. Okay. That's definitely Saber.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station. My earliest memory was boarding a train headed for the stars and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
It is really cool that the Trailblazer is actively talking about his past, because, like, everyone could have picked slightly different dialogue options and gotten a slightly different, like, meaning. But, like, he's like, hey, this is what's happening. I think that's really cool.
I'm really lucky.
So do Mighty and Final have some type of rivalry or something? I think rivalry is a correct word, yeah. Right. Yeah. Dang, poor Saber. I mean, I'm sure to people who have, like, watched Fate, this is relatively not new information.
This is the sword in the stone?
It's also cool that the main character's talking a lot more. I mean, there's two characters on the screen. He kind of has to talk. And sometimes when it's just him on the screen, he still won't talk. It's very rare to hear his voice. So it's good that he's talking as much as he is.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines? I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared.
So I understand that this is kind of more about Saber, but yeah, I was about to say, if she completely ignores us, we ourselves are quite strong as well. We could probably do something.
Trailblazer.
So, newcomer, are you staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station. But I'll go.
Oh, so this is if we stayed instead of going on the Express.
Just so you know,
this is really cool to see.
Cosmic geography isn't as easy. Who? Madam Herta? Well, this is... Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first... but you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even...
Yeah. Oh, so this is really, really cool.
The cosmic geographer.
Like, Gas just feels nerfed badly. She doesn't kill everything in one hit. Welcome to Inforius.
Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should... I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some...
I faced tanks the Doomsday Beast's ultimate. I defeated Ventilia on the Sing Lafu. I woke Penacony from its eternal slumber.
Let me guess. Next, you'll say you were invited...
Yes! What?
Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young night. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Uh-huh. Why else would you believe you're a nameless abort? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down.
This is weird. Yeah, this is really, really weird. What? So how many Titans are there? I know the Strike Titan and Death Titan so far. I think there's 12 of them. No. I have to think about this one. Because some of them are already... So, Pollux. Well, actually, how many Priceless Hairs are there? So 8 or 12. My god, literally, they are gods.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skill. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. What else would you be? Madam Her... I'm off. Be sure... Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me, but no, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made?
This is so weird. Is this actually like what would have happened if we chose to stay? Or is this just Caster's interpretation of what would happen if we stayed?
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay. I'll cut you some slack given that you're new.
What a messy desk.
You're too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next ham.
What's going on?
What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
What the heck? The herder gets it. Yeah, yeah.
These reports are endless. Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
Yes, good. We can break out of this weirdness.
Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel...
What? Talking about after that. But yeah, Trivi's really, really good for the Herda. Really, really, really good.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore.
Couldn't I... can't I try to talk to Herda?
Deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Like, well, I guess if this is right when we chose to stay, we probably don't have the rapport that we have with her now. We also don't have the nameless title to help goad us into Herda's presence. But Trippy doesn't have the cleanse? What? Yeah, Xavier, the healer's supposed to cleanse. That's why a lot of people say Bailu isn't good, because she doesn't have cleanse, whereas most other healers do. What support character cleanses? Who are you using that cleanses? Luocha, yeah. Well, Luocha's whole gimmick is that he removes buffs from the enemy team. which is why he's really good in the Law Food, because he removes the immortality buff from the enemies. Does he cleanse? I don't have him, so I'm gonna have to... So yes, Lavocha does cleanse allies. When you use his skill, he removes 1 debuff from the target ally. So, you know, like he does. But I don't have anyone that cleanses. You should be relatively okay in Infurious. Infurious doesn't do a whole lot of debuff stacking. As long as you don't get hit with too many quantum or imaginary attacks, you should be relatively okay. But yeah, I think... Yeah, unfortunate. It's just... Yeah. It doesn't either. But yeah, I mean, if you just keep going into, Yeah, I think, because Saber, you don't have a premium healer, correct? At all? Healer or shielder, I guess. I'm fighting Incarnation of Strife right now. Oh, good. Yep. Also, no. Gotcha, okay. Okay. Yep. So good luck with the Incarnation. I think Infurious' fights are all super, super well done. You glow like a firefly's crazy. Glory stacks increase damage, I presume. You're really making me think. Wait a minute, you mean war armor? Yeah, no, so when you destroy someone's war armor, they take more damage and they generate a little bit of your ult's energy. So it is generally a good thing to try and prevent them from having their war armor. This is super strange.
The Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make
This is gonna be so
choice?
weird. I don't think I'm gonna like this. It's gonna be really weird, like March being like, "Who are you?" Like, no. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see that. I don't like this. Oh, here we go. I don't know if I'm screwed. He killed by the... Yep. So Donghan chose to stay on the Luofu. Wait, have you ever heard of the planet called Earth? Soon after Donghan left us, he found the way back home, just as he had hoped. Let's pray he makes it there safely. So it's just Himiko and March. What? That's so strange. My puppet heard it. That's fitting. My puppet heard is usually. She's either the first one or the last one. So, like, there's no in between. Suggesting you make a stop at Camelot?
I'll think about it. I'll make sure to
No,
give you
dude, go with them. But, like, Welt's gone. It's so strange that Donghan's gone. That's so weird. I don't like
I'm
this.
so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The Astral Express.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned.
I love the boss OST though. At least I can vibe before I do it right.
She was once
Yeah,
a
Hoyo is
singer,
some great music.
thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side.
Chat, we know who Miss Note is now. We know exactly who she is.
She would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would
Yep.
shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice. Just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless, but
I think I need to bring the fight on. I need to bring the fight on. He would probably help.
Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money. Turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty. They stripped away her stage name.
Your solution is the Herda, mine is the Phynon. I mean, that's fair. That's completely understandable.
And smothered her with slander and rumors.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence. As
you know how
eventually she's gonna say her name.
Locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm? Old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish, but the cost he demands is far...
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But if you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm.
I'm just chilling on the couch. I guess they're interjecting into my phantasm.
I feel like I had a strange dream.
Bro, this is so weird.
The details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy.
I always slow the fight down to normal speed when I'm fighting important fights like bosses. That's cool. I can definitely understand that. Let me go. Yes. Yes, it went through. We actually got the dialogue option through. So the Phanon may or may not be working. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say he's working. Yeah, it's Saber. I mean, slowly it's working, but it is working. Yes! Yes! I busted up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Before I change my mind! Go! 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 Go!
The express is already left. Going there will be. Let's go to the lab.
No, we're not going. No, y'all suck. Go away.
Let's go fishing together.
No.
On the space station, wonderful.
No.
People would kill just to live the life you
Don't
have.
care. Let me go.
There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance.
Okay, that's a lie.
This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe.
Also a lie. Let me through.
Stop. The future. Do you think you're special? Think of Tiernan and Kelbeck, the nameless who were.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless.
Yeah! Let's go! Go, 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 go. Let me through. Can I face through these guys? Hold on. No, I guess I just wound through them perfectly. Bro, let's go. Come on. The Astral Express is waiting. There's my bat. There's my bat. It's strangely familiar. This story's good. This story's good.
Would you still pull this weapon out?
Yes. Give me my bat.
Which is why
Dude, no enemy likes Violet.
gentle dreams for you all.
No.
Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
I do like that they're like mirroring Saber and the Trailblazer. Yeah, there they are, bro. Come on, take the bet. Take the bet, take the bet, take the bet, come on. Take it. About finishing the boss of Tribute, which I think is really cool. Very nice. Dramatic flair.
You'll regret this!
No, I won't. Give me my bat. Grab the bat. Grab the bat.
I'll never regret.
Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Let's go! This is sick. Okay, that was really, really cool. Okay, now we get to play the amazing game of skill points. This is awesome. This is so good. This is so good. I love this. Okay, we're gonna pop these to get for more stacks.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
And now we're gonna just go ballistic. She hits. She one-shot the boss. I mean, the boss wasn't at full HP, but that was one hit. That was crazy. And they took my supports. Can I have my supports back, please? Give me my supports back. Now. Bro, that's so sick. Never mind, Chewie didn't do enough damage to fight on it will. Oh yeah, fight on it will.
Your assistance is timely.
And GG gamers. I'm gonna win. Saber's so freaking good. Saber's awesome. This is so sick. Saber's so much fun.
The performing arts had given you.
I still hate the meme boss fight. I can understand.
Did you choose to
It took some getting
remain
used to.
on the
It did.
stage after leaving your prison?
how the rough prisoners fell silent.
Unironically, dot goes well against the mimetic entity because the extra dot stacks will let your enemies come, or your allies come back from the cage faster. So I just kind of, luckily, I like dot, so I just kind of fucked out.
But Penacony has changed. After so many
Not because it's not awesome, because it killed Firefly, right? Oh yeah, no. Lore-wise, that makes sense.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
it's time to end this.
Then, with the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asuna. Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker, Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to
This is good.
your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone.
That was so good.
You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end. But I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You...
I really hope we don't have to fight Sunday Boss, though. And that would be a little harder with Saber. Nikolai has an accent, but I don't know what it is. I also do not know what it is off the top of my head. But it's a good sounding accent. Now once again select too easy, and that's crazy. That's wow. I love this game.
Boothill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
Of course they did.
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished.
So,
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
darn right.
It's quite the educational dream.
That's quite the educational dream you had there.
And you?
Me? I had
Right. Yeah, it's like the squad rock up, even though you don't actually see any of the squad. Bro, look at my little dude. He's ready for it.
Show your courage.
Okay. Because I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
Looks like Lady Asna has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams up. That's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is.
Oh, fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this holy grail.
So the Trailblazer places down? Yeah. So the Space Acres in lore act as the communication beacons between the Astral Express and the places that they're put on. So it's like a way to explain the teleporting to and from places, because it's actually like information beacons being sent to the Astral Express. And that's also why Dog Hung is in the database room so much, because he's filtering data. Which is really, really cool explanation for all that.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones. What a great misunderstanding.
Good point. I'm still very curious about
Good point. Adventure, you're not helping.
Miss, what you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would obsessively chase after. I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty rap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention. A holy grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious
I see.
to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Eras. A carnival that even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War, that's none of your concern. Wealth that pops out of thin air will only lead to inflation. Financial growth can't be achieved by miracles. It requires precise balance and expert handling. I like money, but I don't like to play a numbers game.
Okay.
What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a...
I'm officially done my first ever pull out a Lycon banner and got nothing. Did you do one single pull out a Lycon banner? Or did you spend quite a bit?
Goods based on my desires. And the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on my... Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports the city is what you deem crude.
See?
It seems you're all eager to prepare
A
for
single
the
pull?
prize.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But since there can only be one winner in this game, how do you plan to decide the victor after I bow out? Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make... We can even formalize it with a contract, using precise logical language to word our wishes, ensuring the Holy Grail fulfills everyone's desires.
Honestly, I don't think I'm getting to these Lycon in time.
Isn't this the very moment?
Realistically, probably not. If you locked in and you did all of the story and explored all the areas, did all the puzzles, and did all of that, you could get a fair bit of Stellar Jade, though. But also, I would recommend not rushing it and enjoying the story, so maybe that's not possible.
Nah, we need to whip this this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today.
Been the scapegoat.
So I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
Right.
If you are all so keen to make me your... The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but...
There's no shot he's gonna summon Sunday.
This question has haunted me for quite some
He's
time.
gonna summon the Aeon, isn't he?
Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant. That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself? A person who's still standing strong after 10 amber eras of business intrigue. Isn't this living legend staring back at me? I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted... The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring wealth.
Yep. Well, crap, it's the bug. I mean, we kind of got an outlier, so, like, I figured the bug was gonna show up. But, dang it. Okay, we are gonna have to kind of lock in for this one. Never mind! Never mind. She one-shot the bug! This is not okay. One-shot the... What? She one-shot the bug! Anyway. Woo! Hello, Red Moon. How you doing today? It's good to see you. Chat, that buff is nuts. That buff is insane. That was sick. I mean, I understand it's a story fight, so, like, take it with a grain of salt, but that was nuts. Bro, you're not surviving this fight. And to think I had to lock it at the beginning. Still be me. So the mission for Infurious is to kill the 12 Titans.
Lend me your strength.
I'm not going to say if that's true or not. How you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. This collab has been great from start to finish. I am having an absolute blast with it. Yeah. Super fun, and I'm gonna do it again. Saber is basically Carnathy and HSR. I can see that. I can absolutely see that, yeah. I could agree. But she just did 1 million damage. It was because of the buff, obviously, but like, that was nuts. I do like that we get an animation with all the characters.
With the power of the command spell, I command you to release your noble phantasm and shatter the Holy Grail!
So I guess Archer can, like, copy other people's abilities. Anyways, take care, I need to run. Thank you for stopping by, Red Moon. Do really appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. Okay, that was really cool.
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day?
That's what I was saying at the beginning.
I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
Right.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow. Unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's created.
Yep.
The silver lining is that this little spectacle
That was such a good fight. That was really cool.
Perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity. Oh, don't say it like that. This is a good thing for Penacony shareholders.
Oh, my stream is a bit late. That's okay. The excitement's that's what matters.
Stinking of money won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old.
Who are you against? A crazy lie.
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk.
Archer is so cool and strong. He is super sick. Thanks for repeating you.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right?
Good analysis. This was a good story. I can understand where a lot of people are coming from with what they're saying, but I did think this was enjoyable. This was fun. Yep. See, if I never finish this quest, Saber never leaves. But I am going to finish it. So... Who's Heracles? See, I feel like the Trailblazer could literally become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. Please send my regards to the person you will become in the future. That, she's mentioning us in Enforius. She's directly referencing us, the character we are in Enforius. That's cool. So did Final live in England? He must have. Like, honestly, I guess he did. Enforius is just Enforius is just England. Yeah, that was good.
Broke. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Eras have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only One despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
It would be sick to have had Mikhail come back.
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion.
Greedy. Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete?
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectation.
That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
The memories of
Mr. Rekka question mark.
Are also worthy
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me.
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance.
So I guess he keeps his memories as him, but he's still because he's a memoist, right? He loves yep.
Memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond. But now I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money.
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right.
Roka has a really cool design. I do really like his aesthetic.
To announce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works.
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear. I'll watch you take your last goodbye. Paniconi's most successful. I wish you were already dead.
Yeah, wow. The camera work is really good. They've gotten really good about having different shots and panels and stuff like that. It's been very nice.
Bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point.
That's crazy. A raiding pistol.
Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown?
100 times worse.
I'd love to have a try.
So there we go. The watchmaker did come back.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he started to follow.
What's that supposed to mean, Pom-Pom? Where? Huh? Does Pom-Pom not like us?
Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
I like that this was added.
Will you be returning to the Express?
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express.
That's crazy. I'm glad that this was added. They did mention Pom Pom signing up a while ago.
The Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you.
It's a promise.
Poor Pom Pom. I do really like that Pom Pom got, like, someone to talk to. Especially an old Nameless, because, like, most of the time when we're out doing all this stuff, he's just kind of chilling in the express cleaning. So I'm really glad that he got to do that. The best part. I can agree that that part was, like, the cherry on top.
Wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it.
I bet. What about my appearance fee?
As Mr. Adventuring guessed, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned if my compensation and lawsuits are inevitable. I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude, so instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail War.
I didn't check if Saber can show up on the express when I summoned her. I need to go to the express. I need to go. There.
There's something inside the Holy Grail.
Is it a note from Saber?
Hey, brother, since y'all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip.
Mr. Cold Feet.
Aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was?
You're kidding. No.
Well, I'm thinking you probably say, no. Aw, come on, bro. You might not be curious, but the...
All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled.
Okay, what did you actually wish? Fate, return to the Starry Sea. I really like that. And so now if we go... Now we unlock the other part of the quest, right? Yes. So this is a Trailblaze Continuance. So this is permanent then, which is good. This is not. The story is cool. Yes, N4's... Like I said, N4's has some pacing issues, but it is really cool. I did not mean to actually activate this. Okay, that's really cool. That's awesome. The committing is slow, mostly because disaster hasn't exactly happened much yet. Yeah, like, Amphorius is a really big story, so it takes a long time to set up, and that probably is why some of it has a little bit of a pacing issue, because there's a lot to set up with Amphorius. Okay, so I'm not going to activate that yet. I do, however, want to go to the Express and see about if Saber spawns in the Express. I don't know. Because I technically summoned her, so she might show up. But she's also a collab character, so maybe not. Give me the guest book. She may not, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't think she... Okay, so she doesn't. She would have... The thing would have popped up, be like, you have a new visitor on the Express, so she will not be here on the Express. Maybe she will if we do that. Maybe. But I don't know. So, with that said, that is the end of the story. It was really good. I really did enjoy it. Really makes me want to watch Fate, but I don't know which one to watch or which one to start with, because I don't know. But, so with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I probably won't be able to be live tomorrow, but if I can, obviously I will. But I hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all on Tuesday, if not Monday. So, thank you all. I'll talk to you guys later.